Hello guys, so new news or breaking news. Hex PulseChain PulseX and Richard Hart, the founder, was formally sued by SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission. This video I will try a lot of things we could do. I could do a live all day broadcast about this subject because there's so many information I would like to present and share with you. We could discuss, but I like to make these videos under 10 minutes. And I'll start by saying this. This is not a problem only with Hex, PulseChain or PulseX. We're seeing SEC lately going on how we say this in English, witch hunting for witches. They are suing the XRP project. They sued, but there is already XRP 1, but there is still other things going on. They claim, okay, they sued Coinbase. They wanted to make Coinbase delist all the cryptocurrencies they have on their platform with the exception of Bitcoin. This is really weird. And now also Binance. So this is not just an isolated thing. They are going after everyone on this industry. So if you are a Hex holder, if you are a PulseChain holder, if you are a PulseX holder, don't think this is just isolated situation, meaning they are after this community, but yeah, they are messing with fire because nowadays the Hex PulseChain PulseX community, it's one of the biggest and one of the strongest communities out there. And yes, they really don't know, because honestly, what is the purpose of SEC? SEC purpose should be to protect investors to be defrauded, so scammed, basically, for things that have any value, or the people that are behind that operation, they have the intent, the only goal, objective, to steal your money. But if you are familiar with Hex, with PulseChain, with PulseX, I'm trying to be not biased, because as you know, I'm since the day, will not say day one, but day zero, before this project start, involved with. But still, we need to be we should see the facts, because, for example, SEC on the file, there's a lot of information there, of course. But for example, one of the things they say, it's that Richard Hart said to developers to send X to some crypto wallets that had a lot of Bitcoin in the first round. Then in the second round to Ethereum holders. They even don't understand what happened, what really happened. What happened with X launch was that if you had, I don't remember exactly how much was back then the ratio, the relation, but I think if you had 1 Bitcoin for free, you could claim for free. If you had 1 Bitcoin, you could claim I think it was 10,000 X. But back then, when X was launching, it had $0 value, and also there was a system back then. It was called the adoption amplifier, where you could send through that mechanism, let's call it like that, Ethereum, and you would receive a ratio back on X. So no promises were made. All those funds, the people that claim freely with Bitcoin, if they had 1 Bitcoin, 10,000 X, they will not lose, let's call it, they will not transfer. They just needed to prove that they own the private keys to that, they control that address that had at least 1 Bitcoin. It couldn't be 1 Bitcoin, it could be a fraction of Bitcoin, and then you receive the fraction of X as well. But on the other system, you could send Ethereum. Yes, you will lose it, because that Ethereum will get out of your address and go to the what it was called the OA, origin address. But there was no expectations, no promises of, like most projects they do. There is a company behind, they promise to hire the developers, to create a marketing department, you know, in order to make the project grow and become more valuable. On the X project, that's why there is a tool that the SEC uses to verify if crypto projects are a security or not. It's called the Howey test. All this information, you can go to x.com and you can read about it. That, you know, X does the as anything that can be considered as a security, can be classified as a security, because there were no promises, there is no company behind, there is just a founder, yes, Richard Hart, but there is nothing more. Okay, more than half of the goal for the time I have to do this video, it's already achieved. It's already 6 minutes. Also, if you like this content, like, subscribe this YouTube channel so you can see more videos about this subject and other subjects on crypto in general, of course. And what I wanted to say as well, for example, is that the PulseChain PulseX was pretty the same. There was no company making you promises. There was no founder, Richard Hart, making you any promises. There was a sacrifice. You were sacrificing, if I remember correctly, when it was for PulseChain, it was for freedom of speech, I think, and for PulseX for freedom of assembly or something like that. I don't remember. It was already a few years ago. But so a sacrifice means you lose the funds you're sending, and in the future, maybe, probably, you will receive a cryptocurrency, a new cryptocurrency. So no promise again were made on this. So you're not investing in nothing, you're making a sacrifice. It was very clear you were losing these funds, and in the future you may or may not receive other cryptocurrency that could become valuable or not. No promises, nothing, like most crypto projects. I'm not saying that SEC shouldn't do their work, which is going after scammers, after projects that are just there for they grab all the money they can from people, and you know, even don't deliver the product they are supposedly building. With X, it was launched completely finished. With PulseChain, yes, there was a time to wait for the PulseChain blockchain network be launched. It was it's a Ethereum fork, and yeah, there was a time that you need to wait, but that's not promising. Besides the itself that this network will be launched, that's not promising nothing. So it's not a security. And even if the SEC founds where Richard Hart is living, I know he's not living in, at least we think he's not living in the United States anymore. Besides, I think he's still American United States citizen. He doesn't have any control of the X project. It's a smart contract on the Ethereum network. Also, when it was forked on the PulseChain network, he can't have any control on the PulseChain blockchain network. It's crypto. Crypto, it's decentralized. It's as it should be. It's completely decentralized finance. This means even if he gets arrested, even if he dies, even he doesn't have any control over the network. This is peer-to-peer network, meaning person to person, because it's like even if these governments, they want to outlaw crypto, it's impossible. Doesn't matter how much legislation, how many laws they will create, they will invent, they will write in pieces of paper. This is a law on cryptocurrencies. It's not possible to enforce it unless you put in every corner of a street an agent try to see if there is people on their homes with special technology, you know, if they are using these networks. It's impossible. It's decentralized. It's like Pandora box. You open it, or I would like to give another example. It's like when you take out the paste from the you know, the toothpaste, you know, to brush your teeth. You can put back in. It's impossible. It's decentralized. The only way they can stop this, if they stop worldwide the internet. There is no more internet. Yes, if you cut the internet worldwide, but also it's impossible to do that because the protocols of the internet are also decentralized. So it's impossible. It's one of the things they can't. They will wish to try to control, to try to make this is not possible, but it's really not possible. I could say more things about this situation. We'll see what's gonna happen. For me, it's very, very good opportunity what's happening, because it's just free publicity about the Hex project, PulseChain project. Also, there is the highest of stakes movie that gonna be very soon on theaters. Also, it will be a good opportunity to people get exposed to Hex PulseChain and PulseX projects and in crypto in general. And also, yeah, this is making a lot of weekends they are shaking and the prices are going down. So for those that want to accumulate big positions in Hex, PulseChain, PulseX, that's the best opportunity. It's we have a saying, when there is blood on the streets, it's the best time to buy. But no financial advice. Do your own research, because I don't want to be also sued by the SEC. So with me, they don't have any chances, because I'm not a US citizen. Even if they try to sue me, what I will do if I was rich at heart, I will just renounce my US citizenship. I will make you know, there is countries that sell their citizenship by investing, you know, I say the phrase now, I forgot in English. Investment programs, citizenship by investment programs, and I will go live to a country that has any treaty with the United States. You could say, oh, you're coward doing that. No, in my opinion, you're not coward. You choose to live where you want, especially if you're innocent. Why you should be getting bothered with this nonsense, with lawyers, with this and that, and yeah. It was I will do for sure, but life, as they say, it's not a free world. It's a free market, but it's not a free world for sure. So guys, much more I could share with you, but this is YouTube. You know, we know crypto, it's censorship resistant, it's permissionless, but YouTube, sometimes if you say the wrong words, they will shut down your account and delete your video. So that's why also I started, by the way, Rumble account. It's like YouTube, but there you're for now completely free to I think one day I will start doing, yeah, first part on YouTube, and then the rest of the part of the video on Rumble. So I'm allowed to speak there freely. I can say everything it's going on my mind. Okay guys, wish you a very good day, and if you don't have a hardware wallet, link description down below. You should buy one to you have your own custody of your funds. And like and subscribe, and of course, if you want to buy Pulse, the native crypto token for the PulseChain network, also description down below with your credit card or USDT. Bye for now.